Alabama gets the Kalen DeBoer era started off the right way. Big win over WKU, big in the sense of the margin of victory, 63-0. I don't care who you are. You beat a team by 63 points. Hard to critique too much about that. We'll unpack what we saw from Alabama in this one, even in blowout fashion, some things to unpack. Make sure you are subscribed right here to the On3 YouTube channel. College football season is here, baby. Want y'all a part of it. Want y'all locked in here talking ball with us every single day on this channel. The best way to do that, being subscribed to the channel and also following me on all the social platforms at JD Pickell. So we appreciate you for that. So the offense is going to get a lot of talk here, and they should, but let's start with the defense. It's tough to take too much away. No shade to Western Kentucky. Like they're going to play better offenses than Western Kentucky. Probably a very vanilla outfit overall with how they decided to defend Western Kentucky. Like I don't think you have to overexert yourself schematically, and they didn't. But even with that being said, even in a sample size that may not be reliable for SEC play, what we heard about what this defense would be under Kane Womack proved to be the case in this game. Like, hey, we're going to keep it out in front of us. We're going to let our front seven go eat. And we're going to let this secondary play instinctual football. Like, if there's a guy to be excited about after last night, it's Keon Sabb, transferred from Michigan, had 2 interceptions. The way that he was breaking on the football, the way that he was just out there, quite frankly, trusting himself and trusting his instincts, that to me is really encouraging because that, I think, is going to be the tone of overall this Alabama defense. It's going to be read and react, be in position, don't be misaligned, but we're going to let you play football. And newsflash, there's a lot of really good football players in that secondary that had a lot of stars next to their name. You put them in position to be successful and to just maximize their overall God-given gifts, not to be too simplistic here, they're going to be in good shape. So it was WKU, but a shutout's a shutout. You're happy for that, and you're encouraged to see that kind of output in the box score. Allowed 42 yards rushing. That'll be more than fine any given night. So it'll be a tougher test offensively over the course of the next couple of weeks, but that'll be just fine if you're Alabama throughout the course of the season. Now, offensively, there's a little bit more to break down because this was the first time for us to see the Kalen DeBoer, Jalen Milroe kind of offense. Like the first time to really see how it was going to look schematically. And again, it's WKU. They're not showing that much, but I'll say this right now. I think this offense fits Jalen Milroe so well. And if this is the jumping off point, if this is the flavor, the direction they're going to go in 2024, he is going to have a massive year. And last night was great. Like last night you did what you're supposed to do against the team in WKU. 7 for 9, 3 touchdowns, 200 yards, ran for another 2. Not a bad day at the office. What Kalen DeBoer's scheme will do is put strain on a defense with spacing and with the answers that they have pre-snap and during the actual play in itself. What I mean by that is spacing-wise, they're going to force your second and third level to account for both the run and the pass and force you to pick one. And then when you make your decision, they have answers there within the RPO offense to make you wrong. So we saw this a couple times last night. The offense had some window dressing. You got a little motion behind Jalen Milroe. Linebackers and safeties fly out to try and cover that. They say, okay, we're not going to die by the horizontal pass game. They say, that's fine. North and south run game, we'll gash you again. Alabama ran for 334 yards and 6 touchdowns last night. Again, I know it was WKU, but schematically, you saw the bones of what they're going to be. Going back to how this suits Jalen Milroe. You saw the quarterback design run game. That's going to be lethal. Seeing those guards pulling and seeing them get north and south with his athletic ability, with all that spacing, because again, you're worried about the pass game too, with how they spread you out and stretch you out. And then he can get north and south in that kind of a situation with blockers in front of him. That's going to be lethal. It was lethal last night. I expect it to be more lethal. He looked so poised and comfortable in this offense, did he not? To me, he looked like a point guard that was just in total control of the pace and tempo of this game. Design quarterback run, cool. We'll get north and south. Hey, we're going to just spray the football out. Great. Hey, ad-lib. You want to just step up in the pocket, create space, find someone downfield. No problem. There was never any panic or urgency. And I don't mean to keep going back to the level of competition, but I don't really care who it's against, to be honest. If he were not comfortable or not in phase with what Kalen DeBoer is trying to do offensively, we would have seen against WKU. Okay, we would have seen, it may not have been, to the point of where Alabama was like fighting for their life, but we would have seen enough to say, they look like they're still trying to get everyone on the same page. I saw none of that last night. Okay? Now, Ryan Williams, 2 catches, over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. It's a pretty good debut. The speed and the space this offense creates, like I said, it's gonna cater to Jalen Milroe. It'll cater to, I believe, really explosive run game. It's also going to cater to explosive playmakers like a Ryan Williams. Because the way that you spread teams out, a lot of times, the safety cannot get over to help on those vertical routes. So bottom line is Ryan Williams in a corner. I think over the course of the season, you're going to see that's an advantage for Alabama in a lot of situations. So, just the start. Just the start. Yeah, it felt a little bit weird seeing Nick Saban on game day on the desk and then seeing Kalen DeBoer being the head coach of Alabama, but 63-0. The overall direction of this offense fires me up from a Bama fan, and seeing the way that it caters to Jalen Milroe and how comfortable he looked in this offense, the spacing, the timing, the poise, the pre-snap movement that's getting defenses confused, the run game, all those things I think are going to be sustainable and consistent. Don't write Bama off. Do not write Bama off, and if you did, do so at your own risk. Alabama rolls. Subscribe to this channel. We appreciate y'all being a part of this college football sicko community. We're going to keep this party rolling. We will see y'all next time. Hey y'all, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.